Welcome back to the Not Daily Video, everybody. Today I'll be going over Pokemon that I like, that other people dislike. We'll be doing a top 15, and the places that they're at is determined by how much I like them, and how much other people dislike them. So if it's a Pokemon that I don't like too much, but a lot of people dislike, it might be a bit lower, or if it's like something like that. Either way, just get going. Starting off Cincino. Also, thank you guys so much for the Pokemon Unite video. Love. Really appreciate it. Cincino. I love this Pokemon. It has a really special place in my heart. And a lot of people it's not that people hate it. That's why it's last on this list. I love it. It's one of the most. It's one of my favorite Pokemon on this list. It's just that not a lot of people like it. I used it in my White 2 playthrough. It wasn't good, even though I still loved it. Loved using it. I just love it overall. It's just so cute. Just I love the Comfy Friends plush that they made of it. Pokemon Center. One of my favorite plushies that I have to this day. I think it's so cool. It's so soft. So good. Moving on, we have Simisage. Simisage might be one. It's one of, if not the most hated Pokemon on this list. I don't like it that much. That's why it's a lot lower. Even though I think it doesn't deserve as much hate as it gets. The other two, Simipour and Simisear, they suck. Yep, hit on them all you want. Simisage is cool though. I think it's a good Pokemon, and I have no problems with it. Heck, maybe I'll use it in the future. I have zero clue. Moving on, we have Whiscash. Honestly, my favorite water ground type outside of Swampert, of course. Probably the most hated on water ground type, unless I'm forgetting one. I feel like I am. It's like a one stage, I don't know. Even though I have like Quagsire, Gastrodon, and Whiscash. Whiscash is by far the most hated on. Sucks. Honestly, it's my favorite. When the leak said that Sword were gonna have a water ground type get a regional variant, when it came down to like a 75% chance that'd be Wooper and 25% chance that'd be Whiscash, I was hoping that it was Whiscash. I love Whiscash. I feel like it deserves a lot more love. It literally has a W on its head. That's how you know it's good, bro. Yeah, like how could you not like that smile and those derpy eyes? Yeah, moving on, we have Magby. A lot of baby Pokemon get hated on. I'm fine with some of them. Magby, a lot of people say, they didn't need to exist. Didn't need to. I'm staring at my plushie of it right now. I think it's a good plushie. I have the Tomy plushie of it. And it's also got some criticism for it having butt heads, but a couple butts on its head, as you can see there. Also, what that mouth do? And I think it's adorable. Yeah, moving on. Alolan Raticate. When I first got into Pokemon, and my friend on the bus would give me would give me all of his spare Pokemon cards. We would just sit there, stare at a card of Alolan Raticate, and just laugh because it's just like such a. We were like very little at the time. We were like at early elementary school, so like its chubby cheeks were hilarious, bro. We love them thick cheeks. Moving on, we have Toucannon. I think all the birds from Gen 4 through Gen 8 have been amazing, except for Unpheasant. I think we'd all admit that he kind of sucks, both his forms. No, Toucannon I love. It's got some hate for just always looking really ticked off. No, I think it just looks. I think I love it. I might be biased since I used it in my first ever playthrough. No, I really like this Pokemon, and yeah, like that. Also, I think it's very cool that we finally got a Toucan Pokemon. I just love how it turned out. And who doesn't love Toucan Sam? Come on. Then Magnezone. Magnezone is my favorite Pokemon to just use in playthroughs. It started in like a Nuzlocke competition type thing where we battle. We go through Nuzlocke and Sword Shield, then we battle at the end. And Magnezone was by far the best Pokemon. It carried the team, and I had a very good team. And I've used it a lot since. I used it in my BDSP playthrough. It was very good in that. And I used it in my Ultra Sun playthrough. I was a shiny too. I got a random encounter shiny Magnemite, and it literally like almost single handedly took down Ultra Necrozma with a couple heal stalls. It wasn't like -1, even though actually it might have been like +1. Since I did get a Spinef shop on it with Psychic prior. It was still very high HP and Magnezone was able to clutch up. I love Magnezone so much. It's, I think, like my fourth or fifth favorite Pokemon. Moving on, we have Jumpluff. Jumpluff is just a cute little, like, why? I just realized this looks like Oddish so much. Just like little fluff balls around it and a little tail, some leaves on top of it. I think it's very adorable though. I honestly probably would have used it on my Pokemon Silver playthrough if it weren't for the fact that was already planning on using Meganium and Crobat. Now I just think it's really cute, and a lot of people just don't like it at all. Also, I didn't mention Magnezone. A lot of people just think that's just a plain magnet, or it ruins the trend of adding more magnets. I love it though. Then we have Sneasler. Sneasler I don't love, even though it gets very hated on. I like it more than Simisage. That's why it's a lot higher. And a lot of people say it didn't need to be needed, or its shiny is way 10 times worse than Hisuian Sneasel's, or just a stupid design for a Pokemon, or its name stupid. Its name is kind of weird, Sneasler. It didn't need to be needed that much. I still like it. I think it's really cool how you ride on its back in a little carrier to climb up mountains. I just think it's a really cool Pokemon. Um, I was debating about using it, honestly, even though I ended up not, since I used Toxicroak instead. A shiny one, even though it was very cool Pokemon. I like it a lot. Then Vanillix. One of, if not the most hated Pokemon. But it's just an ice cream cone. Who doesn't love ice cream? Like, it's got the straw and everything. I don't know what's coming out of the straw, even though it's got a straw. Just, I just like it a lot, and I think it's a very good Pokemon. It could be very good in playthroughs. Then we have Meganium, the most hated on starter. It's also known for being one of, if not the weakest starter. Even though I love it so much. If we're talking starter evolutionary lines, it's my favorite. If we're talking all three together, it's my favorite. And that's saying a lot because the two Pokemon that are tied for my favorite are both water starters. I used in my Pokemon Silver playthrough, and it wasn't bad at all. It was very good. I think it just gets way too much hate, and I love the entire line. You could put the entire line of this here. I'm just putting Meganium here because it's a fully evolved form, but I love it so much. Best Johto, sorry, changed my mind. Then we have Crabominable. Crabominable used to be like one of my favorite Pokemon. I don't know why, if it was because of a Pokemon card or whatever. I probably would have used it in my first playthrough when Pokemon Moon if it would have evolved sooner. A lot of people hate on it because it looks ugly. Look at my man's teeth, bro. My man's eat some freaking dentures in there. It's got its hair looks like freaking 80s style. Looks like freaking Smoochum's hair. Yes, the hair does look kind of preposterous. Even though I still think it's a really cool Pokemon. It's like it's hard to describe what it is. Even though I think it's just so cool, and I really like it. And it gets a lot of hate, and I don't think it deserves it, honestly. Then we have a Alolan Persian. Dang, bro, I spelled it Alola Persian. Same thing, you know what I'm saying. A lot of people hate on it just because it has a big head, bro. Which I think that's so stupid to hate on a perfectly fine Pokemon because of that. Um, it looks all mischievous, which I think is really cool. I think it's very stupid that they made Berserker, and I still like it. Honestly, out of all the Persian forms, if we're talking Berserker, Alolan Persian, Plain Persian, I'm booting Plain Persian. Then I'm like, if we're doing start bench cut, starting Alolan Persian, benching Berserker, cutting Plain Persian. I did use it in my Ultra Sun playthrough. It wasn't amazing, even though I still really like it. And I honestly, I'd be happy to use it again. Then we have Delibird. I feel like almost every single PokeTuber has that one stage Pokemon that doesn't evolve, that's super weak, that they like. MJTV's is cast form. Pokemon 7's is Dunsparce. Purple Cliffs is Ditto. Mine's is Delibird. I love Christmas so much. I love the design for it. I'd love for to just get an evolution. It's probably not because I don't know how they do it. And I think it just looks so cute, and I just love it. Actually, I have my Delibird plushie right next to me. I didn't know that was down here with me. I just think it's such a good Pokemon, though. The really good design concept that I love to see them do something like that for festivities. The thing is that the thing is not everyone celebrates Christmas. Not everyone celebrates some of these like Christian or flat out holidays. So I'm not. So they probably won't do anything like it again. Even though I really love Delibird. Then, last but not least, we have Licky Licky. Licky Licky is the most hated on Pokemon that I love the most. It's one of my favorite Pokemon to use in playthrough because it also was really good in that Nuzlocke. And so I've used it in my BDSP playthrough, which is very good, and I used it in my Legends Arceus playthrough, which is very good, and I just love it overall. Yes, people say that's silly because look at it, it's a fatter version of like a tongue. Like, what's that tongue though? Even though, hey, I'm dirty minded, I like that tongue. I'm joking. I'm joking. It literally has the a good amount of Wi-Fi bars on its belly. If that was, they should do it. The amount of bars that it has on its belly is the amount of bars that you have on whatever console you're playing on. That would be hilarious. Though I just love Licky Licky. It gets too much hate that does not deserve. But yeah, that is 15 Pokemon that I hate I love that other people dislike. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more type of this content, please like, subscribe. It really helps me out. It's free, and why not? If you want, it also lets me know that you want to see more content like this. These videos I do on Google Slides because I want to try to avoid editing. Take a lot of time to record to just make overall because I have to take pictures off the internet and stuff like that. But until then,